Hey everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Whiteboard Ministry. In this video, I want to talk about violent video games, but I'll start with a personal story that inspired me to make this video. A while back, I was searching Facebook for groups who might be interested in watching my videos, and in my searching, I found a group that intrigued me called Christian Moms Against Fortnite. Now, the group currently has 27,000 members and it is growing. After about 1 minute of research, though, I found out that the group is completely satire, but I'll leave the link anyways to their page in the description of this video if you want to check them out. Or if you'd like to hear from the other side, I suggest joining the much smaller group Fortnite Against Christian Moms. Anyways, this story got me thinking about a debate that has existed pretty much since the creation of video games, and it goes way further than just Fortnite. Before I get into this topic though, I want to take a few seconds to remind you to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video, maybe even take the time to share it with your friends or a Christian mom. I've played video games for most of my life, and I think I've got some important things to say, so it would be great if you could watch this video until the end. Thanks so much. Now let's get into this. It doesn't really matter if you're a Christian or not. You've probably run into the question, should we play violent video games? Now, Christians tend to have a stricter answer to this question, and I'm a Christian guy, so I'm going to try and answer this question from that perspective. That being said, I think the points I cover in this video can apply to pretty much anyone. So let's start off with a Bible verse that I think puts into perspective why this question of violent video games is an important one. In Ephesians 5 verse 15 to 17, Paul says, "Be careful then how you live, not as unwise, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity, because the days are evil. Therefore do not be foolish, but understand what the Lord's will is." Paul's point here is that we've got some time here on earth, and we should probably be spending it wisely by following God's will in our lives. Now, while Paul would have had zero concept of what a video game was, his teaching here still applies. If we're going to be spending our time playing video games, we better make sure that what we're doing is glorifying to God. Don't worry though, I think it's totally possible, but we do have to think about it. So here's two questions that I use to figure out if the games I'm playing are glorifying to God. The first one is, what is the core concept of the game? And the second is, how am I, the gamer, using this experience? So let's get into the first question. It's an easy one to answer. In fact, sometimes you don't even have to look past the game's title to answer it. Take Minecraft for example. The core concept of the game is that you mine for materials and then you craft things with them. It's that simple. Another example is Mortal Kombat. The whole premise of the game is that you have mortals who are in combat with one another until one of them meets fatality. My point is that most games have a core concept they revolve around, whether it's clear or not. Fortnite, for example, isn't a very descriptive title, but it's easy to tell from the cover art that it involves guns and other weapons that you use to shoot each other. So while it might be easy to figure out what a game is all about, the harder question is usually, how am I, the gamer, using this experience? So here's another story that I think will help explain. I work as a youth director at my church and decided to start a Minecraft server with some of the kids that I work with. And before you ask, no, there's no swearing on my Christian Minecraft server. But every Sunday at church, I get several kids who run up to me to talk about what they've been doing on the server, and I can learn a lot about their experience from what they tell me. Now, like I said earlier, Minecraft is a super peaceful game, so most of the stories I hear are about cool new creations or villages that they've been working on, typical Minecraft stuff. However, every once in a while, I have kids come up to talk to me about some not so peaceful things. They might have blown up someone else's house, thrown a cow into lava, or killed a chicken by throwing its own eggs at it. Super disturbing stuff. See, my point is, despite Minecraft's healthy concept, you can still corrupt it into something unhealthy. And I think this goes the other way too. We can take games with a not so peaceful concept and still have a healthy experience. Let's use Call of Duty as an example. For the most part, the game is about killing your opponent more times than they kill you. Now, obviously, this attracts people who come for that purpose. They get a rush out of artificially killing someone. However, I've had some great experiences playing with my friends on this game. There's a sense of teamwork and camaraderie that develops. Some of my best memories from my childhood are of staying up late with my closest friends trying to come up with new strategies to kill more zombies. Now, obviously we knew that we were shooting things, but the experience I got was more than that. I wasn't enjoying the game because I got to kill things. I was enjoying it because of the friendship that was growing between me and the other players. So let's get back to Paul, who says we're supposed to glorify God in all that we do. Hopefully these two examples show that while the core concept of the game is important, the purpose the gamer has for playing it is really what matters. Sure, it's a lot easier to play Minecraft with good intentions than it is Call of Duty, but I believe you can do good things with both. You can choose to create together in Minecraft, or you can choose to destroy what others have built. You can focus on the killing aspect of Call of Duty, or you can choose to enjoy the friendships that you build through working towards a common goal. Now, just to be clear, playing video games in a healthy way does require a level of maturity that not everyone has, especially children. As someone who works with youth, I would recommend that parents do restrict their children from certain games until they're mature enough to handle them. That's it for this video though. Again, if you enjoy my content, be sure to subscribe and click the bell icon to get notified every time I upload. I make new videos every week. For now, I'll say thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week with another topic related to Christianity and the Bible.